I like Neil Jacobson's framing,
Please.
which is he goes, okay, you're worried about an AI getting more and more access to information, becoming autonomous, making its own decisions, and starting to run amok out in the world. We go, yeah. He goes, we have a precedent for that. We call them children. And we raise kids, and we figured out ways of giving them timeouts or jail or whatever. And he thinks constructively that we think we'll find ways of bounding what AIs can do. Now,
So
he
I'm
may
going to
be
push you on
wrong.
that. How?
He may
Because
be wrong. I'm not sure I agree with him.
Yeah, that seems super naive to me. So when I am optimistic by nature, and my default setting is just, hey, this is all going to work out somehow. And as soon as we wrap this episode, I'm going to be pushing my team to integrate AI more. I'm going to be paying more money for AI and just feeding that beast. But at the same time, it does give me pause as I try to think through like how you really deal with the alignment problem. So to me, there's two really big dangers for AI. Danger number one, and this is the one that scares me the most, but I'm going to set it aside for a minute. And that's just humans lose meaning and purpose. Just AI can do everything better than they can. It just becomes so defeating that you're just like, oh God, like I've worked really hard to get good at this thing. Like this, I tell this story all the time. I can't remember if I've told it in an episode, but I employ a bunch of artists. And I once sat with one of them, and for like an hour, he was just trying to get the perfect like semicircle. And he was just doing it over and over and over and over. And at the time I thought, oh man, yeah, like you've got to do that. Like to be able to articulate what's in his mind, he has to be able to control his hand. And I was like, wow, I really get that. Now I'm like, you wasted your time. Like AI can do that, like does not even have to think about it. And he is an anomaly. So he runs out and he's now learning how to use AI to do some of the tasks that we want to do artistically. Okay, amazing. We'll set that aside for now, meaning and purpose. The other one is the paperclip problem. So now you just have, like when I think about what will a machine end up optimizing for, my gut instinct is unless you go way out of your way to get really clever, they will optimize for efficiency of reward. So whatever you tell it is the thing to go for. We'll call that the reward. And then it's just going to find the most efficient way to get to that. And so we have to be so careful about how we define, but don't X, Y, Z. And then to the idea of it being like a child, yes, but it's like a child that has access to nuclear capabilities.
You need to build in ethics and morals as a fundamental in that situation, so it doesn't use world supplies to build a infinite number of paper clips. And it's true.